y'all? I wanted to take off a whole week, and I can't even take off no week. I was like resting, thinking, getting ready for the selection coverage, getting my mind right, and every day. Ding, ding. Is you going live? Is you going live? Is you going live? What time do you go live? What time do you go live? Are you okay? Are you going live? What time? What time? I'm like, dang. I can't take no week off. I'm trying to date, getting some, trying to get me some stuff. But let me say this though. I was watching Tasha K live. No, we're not gonna stay on Tasha K. And it was her husband's birthday. Shout out to her husband. He's 40 years old. And so Tasha K did a live and she said, "You want some pussy?" I'm like, wait a minute, Tasha K. Not you, I'm gonna offer him no pussy. It's just the way how she said it. You want some pussy, and I like him. He watched the Wiley Show, and I'm looking like Tasha, sit down, okay? But nevertheless, I don't think he wanted his business all out there in the streets. I didn't think he wanted his like that out there because he was like so like why are you doing this? But I love her though. Don't get me wrong. I love Tasha K. Okay. And if they want me to work with them and be a mentor, if I have to sign a contract, I'm down with him. Storm, he made $20,000 a month. I'll be right there making that $20,000 a month too. Okay. All right. I'll be back that $20,000 a month. So what if I have to sign a contract and pay them 4%? I pay them 4%. All right. I really want to say this though, and it's a lot that we're going to get into in this live. Not that much though, but Lil Wayne is he endorsed President Donald Trump. Let me see if I can pull up his tweet. Everybody was telling me to talk about that, talk about it. Donald Trump is losing. Surprisingly, he is losing this race. So everybody is talking about this, and I tried to pull up the tweet, but he is really losing the race. He's losing the presidency. If you look at the ratings, ways he's really losing when it comes to being the president. So I'm going to show y'all. This is what he posted. I believe this was like yesterday, or was it day before yesterday? Give me a second. If y'all can catch the replay if y'all missed it. If y'all don't catch the live, y'all can catch the replay. All right. Here we go. This is what Lil Wayne posted. He posted this. He said, "Jess had a great meeting with real Donald Trump, and POTUS, besides what he done so far with criminal reform, the Platinum Plan is going to give the community real ownership. He listened to what we had to say today and assure he will and can get it done." Okay, that's Lil Wayne. Of course, he took a picture with the president, and everybody is been dragging him. Roland Martin was dragging him. I'm about to say this. Listen, don't be no fool to endorse to follow behind a wealthy celebrity. Okay, the reason why all these people is up there supporting Trump is because Joe Biden is going to increase the taxes of the wealthy, and Lil Wayne got money. And then Lil Wayne also got COVID pay from Donald Trump, okay? And they don't have on no mask. And Donald Trump was tested positive, and he went no mask. I still think that man got a little residue of it. And you right there with no mask, you just super, super excited. But a lot of these people don't want to pay more in taxes. And that is the reason why they are supporting Donald Trump. They are supporting Donald Trump because they know they don't want to pay no more in taxes. So Donald Trump plan is you're going to pay less in taxes if you're wealthy. If you know what I'm saying, we're going to pay less in taxes. We're going to pretty much give a corporate, because he had gave a corporate tax. His tax plan gave a corporate tax. Yet some people may, they check out a little fatter, but the main piece of the people that got money was in the top 1%. And that is why Lil Wayne is supporting him. That is why 50 Cent said he's going to support Trump. It's because he don't want to pay more in taxes. Okay, he don't want to pay more in taxes. And when I tell you that you're arguing your own personal greed, is that you don't want to pay more, and that is why you're doing this. Like, come on now, come on. Pay you are literally gonna look at your wallet and bypass all of the hurt and the division that President Trump have caused. Now, yeah, I've had supported Trump before. I've supported him before. I'm not going to get on here. The tweets are out there. Somebody said, I'm going to expose you because you were supporting Trump at one point. I did support Trump at one point. I voted for Trump during the primaries back in 2016. So I'm not going to get up here and act like I never supported the guy. I did. But my eyes were open. I've done my research, and he was not a great president for us. And he did not do a good job in the hood. I went back to Chicago. Chicago is still run down. Even though he's the president, where's the federal resources to help rebuild the south side of Chicago? It is still run down. I went to some areas I grew up in Fernwood Church. That church is just run down, raggedy.
Your show is scheduled to start in 25 seconds.
The city was doing. And so I'm up here trying to get my life and trying to see how's everything going. But that is why Lil Wayne is supporting him. Okay. And that's why because he want that check. He don't want.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
Because
4,
he want to make sure
3,
that that. This is what
2,
I want to say to all these
1.
celebrities. You all need to take a back seat when you don't live and breathe being an expert in political science. That's why they call it science. If you're not an expert, just take a back seat. Bring people that are living and breathe politics. And I was listening to Roland Martin, and I'm a big fan of Roland Martin. For my birthday gift, I would love to have a 1-hour conversation with Roland. But I was listening to this show, and he said, if you're not living and breathing this, don't be on the face and get used. And Lil Wayne said something towards the Black Lives Matter movement. What did Lil Wayne say towards the Black Lives Matter? Give me a second, Black Lives. Let me see if I can find what he said. I really want to read it. I really want to read what he said. This was back in 2016. We got it right here. This is what he said. He said this before he left an interview with ABC Nightline. He did this in 2016. He said, I don't feel connected to a damn thing. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Lil Wayne told ABC, Lizzie Davis, you feeling connected to something that ain't got nothing to do with you. If it ain't got nothing to do with me, I ain't connected to it. Okay. He said, I'm connected to my blank. Lil Wayne said, I'm a gangbanger man. I'm connected. And he said, I don't think I got to express this, but it's who you are. You get treated accordingly. Lil Wayne told Nightline, I don't know nothing about that. What they're talking about, I'm a rich N-word. Man, don't get mad because I'm rich. And I don't see none of that. He said the idea of Black Lives Matter just sounds weird. He said, I don't know what you put a name on, such as what it was. It's not a name. It's whatever. Lil Wayne added. I'm somebody got shot by a policeman for a reason. I'm a young black rich N-word. If that don't let you know that America understand Black Lives Matter these days, I don't know what it is. So he literally criticized Black Lives Matter movement. And this man, if this is who you want to follow, people, do your research. Do your research. That's all I'm going to tell you that right then and there. Do your research before you go around following this man that get high and drunk off of syrup. He drink that syrup. You literally, this is who you want to follow? Somebody that can't even pronounce his words? This is who you want to follow? That his peen probably smell like kush and cigarettes? And this is who you want to follow? Black women, when he talking about he like exotic women, he don't like black women. That's who y'all gonna follow? You will be crazy if you follow something like this. Now, if you make more money, you should not still not support Trump, You should support the masses of the little people that support you. And the reason why you are able to be rich is because of those young and black and brown folks that work and check to check that spin those records and buy those records of Lil Wayne. Don't forget about them. Don't get it twisted. Trump is losing in this election. This man went to Omaha, Nebraska. Trump went to Omaha, Nebraska, right? He literally led these folks. He got them all in buses and put all these folks, they were in the cold. Trump left. As soon as the rally, he left. It was people that was literally losing their mind because of the cold. And he left them there. Did make sure that the heated buses was there. It took them hours to get back to their cars. And that is who y'all going to vote for. Pay attention. If you are a Trump supporter right then and there, I will stop supporting him. You leave me out in the cold where I'm losing my mind because of the cold, the freezing cold. And this man is in Omaha, Nebraska because he's losing. That is why he's out here. He is losing. They got Obama out on the trail. Kamala Harris is doing good. Joe Biden is doing good in the polls. But don't get it twisted, people. What polls that count is you actually going out and vote. Don't look at these polls and talk about, well, I'm going to stay at home because he got it in the bag. No, go out and vote. Hey, Shanta, I felt that. Go out and vote. Do not just look at the polls because Hillary was leading the polls, and on the election night on that poll she lost. Bye-bye. Hey, bye-bye, shot. So make sure you are going out and voting. Okay? All right. You better go out and vote. All right? So, that's what I want to say about that. So that was on my mind to talk about that, and I really want to talk about that. So I want to get into this piece. Congratulations to Armon Wiggins. He finally reached his 100,000 subscribers. I want to read his statement that he wrote, and then we're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna open the phone lines if anybody want to call in. But I want to read what he wrote. I want to read what he wrote. And y'all already know this brother want to read. He wrote this. He said, "We did it, guys. 100 subscribers. 2 years ago, I quit my job to follow my dream. I was terrified. It was not easy. I've been canceled, dragged, exposed, you name it. It happens. However, I'm so grateful for all of my fans and supporters because without you, there is no show. The media game is so shady from mainstream to YouTube and Instagram. It is so hard to break through, especially without having a push from a major platforms. However, true talent can't be ignored for long. And the best part, I don't owe anybody credit for my success other than my supporters. Thank you all for watching and listening. Now, drop some bells in the comments. Okay. And let me say this. You do have people to thank. You have to thank Tasha K, because Tasha K content helped you reach over that threshold. Tasha K helped him to get him the cameras and the lights and different things of that nature, but yet he is talented. But don't get on here. You do have people to thank. You have to thank the Wileys, because I was over there helping your show in the beginning stages. And you also have to thank Tasha K. And this is the thing. It's nothing wrong with thanking these people because they were there and they helped you out. So let's not act like you did not get it. If I didn't encourage you to get on YouTube, you would have never probably got on YouTube. I remember the day I got on the phone with him. I said, you need to get on YouTube. You need to get on YouTube. Oh, no, Wiley, I don't want to do YouTube. I'm good with Facebook. Facebook is good. No. And I said, this is where it's at. YouTube is where it's at. Okay? YouTube is where it's at. And I encourage him, and I feel that he should have thanked me publicly because I was there, And he should have thanked me publicly because I was there and I encouraged him to do the show. I was the one that told him how to use Blog Talk Radio. He didn't even know how to use Blog Talk Radio. I encouraged him how to use those things. And, you know, and what I want to say is just don't forget where you come from, okay? He should thank every Black woman that support him. Even those Black women that were called out their name, they still subscribed and viewed his show. It was some Black women that were dragged, that he dragged, and he said some things that he should apologize for, and they unsubscribed, but they came back because those Black women that I spoke to, they said, Wiley, even though sometimes he may say some problematic things, the man is funny and he's adorable. He's chocolate. He know how to twerk. Okay, so I'm going to give him that credit. All right. And I want him to understand that I do support his show. I watch his show. I have some moderators that are big fans of his show, even though they're blocked. I don't know why. You know, they got the purse. I don't know why you're gonna block people that potentially can give to your show, but he got them blocked, but they support his show. They support his show. Okay. And when those Black women unsubscribed, when he called them monkeys, they came back. He had called them that. He went through a lot of controversy. And this is why I'm telling people, don't get it twisted with Tasha K, because Armon Wiggins overcame when he called Black women monkeys, and 3 to 4, 5, 10,000 of them unsubscribed. And this is why he couldn't get to his 100,000. But he kept working. He kept working. He kept plotting the field. And of course, he had gotten Candace from Daytime Tea Time. Need to thank Candace. She gave him a push. What I'm saying here, people, is you got to thank some people, because Candace, he can thank her because she helped push her. You can thank Tasha K because Tasha K content helped her. Okay? So let's not act like you didn't get no help from the people. And you can also thank Wiley. I'm going to drink to that. I'm going to drink a little something to that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with people to thank, because Daytime gave him the push, and also Tasha K gave him a push. And that's just me keeping it 100% real. And for people that say he didn't help, every time he put Tasha K name in the title, he instantly get high engagements. That's what I mean by help. Tasha K, when the first beginnings of it, she shared him on her platforms and gave him hundreds of thousands of supporters. Hundreds of thousands of viewership. I was there and I witnessed it for myself. So I was there. So I stayed what I said, that she did help him. Whether you want to believe it or not, she did help Armon Wiggins. And she's still helping him every time he put her name in the title. He would have not known about them cameras if it wasn't for Tasha K. How do you think he known about the lights and the camera? He got that from Tasha K. So let's be clear here, people. Let's be clear here. And that's just me keeping it real. Oh, man, I should just end the show right now. I should end the show right now because I know I'm telling the truth. You may not want to receive it, but I'm telling the truth and I'm keeping it real. And we do got the phone lines open up. And if you disagree with me, you are able to call in. But I'm giving him credit because he reached 100,000, because I told him, I said, you're going to be big on YouTube. You're going to be a star. And at that time, he was so upset because he did not want to compete with Justin J and all of these other people that are on YouTube. And he's like, oh, man, they're going to be shady and all that. I said, you got something special. I saw it when I'm on Facebook because I was over there. Okay, so when people sit and talk, I was over there. I saw the talent. I had the conversations with him. Now, did I mess up by dragging him? Yes, I did. I did, and that, you know, that's the only piece of me dragging him. And he was so sweet back in the day. He wasn't as this way. He was so nice. He would be like, let me give y'all an example. He'd be like, Wiley, don't you drag me. If you drag me, we can't be friends. And me, I didn't care. I just dragged. I'm being honest about it. But I never started to look at that talent. That man got good talent. Good talent. The man is talented and he's black. And that's what I love him. And that's why I support him. And he's getting the views and he's getting the subscribers. And he's black. Okay? And my thing is this: we shade each other. Do I think and do I think that me and him will ever meet up again? Yes. I had a dream about him last night. I was actually frying some chicken, and it was an event I was invited to, and they said, Wiley, come to this event. That's when I finally moved to LA, and I went to this LA event, and he was there, and at first he didn't want to talk, and we were just avoiding each other, and I then me, they had some crab legs there. And I said, let me eat some crabs. And I said, you know what, brother, let me talk to you. And we talked and we laughed because we both were successful. I was a good top Hollywood producer. And he had a number one syndicated show. I was in top notch in Hollywood. And we talked and we had a conversation. It was no YouTubers. It was no subscribers. It was nobody around. It was just me and that brother. We were able to talk. Okay. And we were able to have a conversation. And we had a conversation and we laughed. And then we done projects together. We made $1 million deals and everything else. We really did. We really did. Now it was just a dream though, but I do believe we're gonna have a conversation. Many people said, why don't you get up there and just drag him, Wiley? Drag him. I'm like, for what? He's really talented. I don't feel like dragging everybody. And now that I'm on my Zyprex and I don't drag like I used to, I calm down a whole lot. I don't know if y'all know. Did you know this, D1? I don't know if you're in the comments, but if you notice, D1, I don't drag YouTubers like I used to. I stopped. And I've been doing pretty good, I must say. And he's just a talented person, man. You can't take away his influence. And when he talks about Tasha K, I don't get the views because he got the influence in his voice on certain topics that he talk about. It resonates with his audience because he got the lights. It's because his voice is because that power of his voice. He got a very, very powerful voice. Very, very powerful voice. Okay. He got a very, very powerful voice. Even though I talk about Tasha K, I don't get the viewership like that. He gets it. He gets that viewership. And because he's talented and he been had that talent on Facebook. Can I get an amen? And see, before the people that send this to him, send it to it all of me giving that man credit. Okay? And I love to see that brother grow. And I think it's great. And people email my inbox, they said, wow, you need to drag him out about this. And I'd be like, no. One person said, I only follow you because you drag them out. I said, well, just follow somebody else because this Wiley of just dragging them out just because of it, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. I've done that enough. I want to do something else. Can I uplift the brother? Can that get some clicks and views if I uplift him? You know what I'm saying? Can I uplift the brother? Why every day did you just want me? I just want you to drag him. No, why would I do that? I would say if I don't feel like it. Then if I do it, are you going to donate? You ain't going to donate. But he's an awesome, talented guy. You a fool. Okay. I think he's definitely great. And I'm going to definitely send him a message. We working on a beautiful piece that we're going to put out about Armon Wiggins. And yeah, I really think that's dope. Okay. And I do believe that we should do a collaboration. I do believe so. You know, they doing a conversation on Zeus. And I really believe that me and him need to have a one-on-one conversation, like on camera. just a conversation on Zeus. I need to set that up. I'm gonna have to set that up. But I had to bring that up and bring it up on the show and give him that credit. Because that's what growth comes from. I don't want to just be dragging people all the time. I want to uplift him. And people don't like when you uplift another black man. That brother is doing. He got good lighting. You know what I'm saying? And people say, "Oh, you don't need to sign to Tasha K. You don't need to sign to Tasha K." First and foremost, it is her husband that got the knowledge of how to run a production. Her husband know how to do that. So if her husband and I were to work together, he would tell me what to do. I would listen to him. You all keep saying Tasha K. She is the face. But when it comes to that technology, when it comes to that editing, when it comes to the production, that comes from her husband's skill set. I'm going to say that again. And her husband watches the Wiley Show. He actually watches this show. So if he could give me the idea how to take this show quality-wise to the next level, because personality, we there. I'm going to do it. You think I'm going to listen to y'all? People that don't hardly give nothing. Okay? Y'all give to Armon and come in and act like you're broke. Okay? Some of y'all be right over there giving and then come over here, Wiley. I got you on the next one. You was just over there raining on him. Super chat and come over here, don't give $1. But it's okay. I'm going to still entertain you. I'm going to call you out, though. Okay? But he's a producer. He's a producer. Y'all be over there just giving, but y'all don't give over here like that. Y'all don't. Y'all act like y'all be over here just act like you so broke. But you ain't broke. Some of y'all do give. Some of y'all do give. And don't mind giving. You know I'm just joking. See how y'all talk? See how y'all come to me like that? But some of y'all don't. Some of y'all do give. But some, please. But some of y'all give to that P.O. box. No, look at this. Some of y'all do give. Some of y'all do give. You know, my moderators give their time. And they are, y'all know I love my moderators, even though they get me together sometimes. Most of the time they get me together, but it's okay. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. They go over there and give a quarter. Then they go over to my weekend, they just give it $100, $300, $500. That's why I'm going back to work. You think I'm about to pit on these people that give wishy-washy? I'm going to come back when my people can give. And I was spoiling y'all with all that content. And then y'all kept and I said, let me start spoiling them with content. Let them miss me a little bit. Okay, they're gonna remember for my birthday. My birthday is coming up. Let me stop. Let me not press the gas. I'll get up and twerk. But in all honesty of it, I thank you for watching the show. I thank you for watching the show because I don't demand that y'all give. I don't say super chat your way to the top. We don't say it like that because I don't have that type of audience. Once we get to 100,000, then I'll get a little bit swagger, okay? And we going into a different direction because people ain't gonna give you dragging their fave, and Armon Wiggins is their fave, so I ain't gonna be dragging like that. No, that ain't gonna happen. Let's go to the phone lines. I got a feeling that somebody ain't gonna like this live today, but y'all wanted me to go live. Go live, Wiley. Go live. All right, let's go to the phone lines. All right. Let's go to the phone. Oh, I felt that. I felt it in my spirit drinking that water. I am drinking purified drinking water. That's what I'm drinking. 5634, call you on air.
Child, I done hung up and called back 5 times. You know you had me die laughing. You say the young man can twerk, honey. Is that what he doing? Let me say this. I will say, even though I think the conversation would be something good for the both of you, and I will say it speaks to your character. And I'm the one that's been calling in about Tasha K. I'm a wino. Team Tasha. If Tasha ain't said it, it didn't happen. But I'll say this. Listening to you the last 5 minutes I've just logged in speaks a lot to what your character is. To say that I'm tired of being negative for other people. To say that you can drag me, but I'm not going to drag you. I'm going to be the bigger person.
And I just got tired. I got tired. I felt like Tamar. I just got tired of doing it because I didn't want to do it no more. I'm like, I'm tired of it because I don't really feel that way about the brother. He's nice. He's a nice brother. And I just got tired of doing it.
Well,
and I
said, wait a minute. Now, I was with you till you said that, because let me say this. I go in sometimes. I was with you till you said, this is the thing about the young man. He seems very angry. I'll be honest. I don't know what happened, what went on. But every time I go try to watch, it's always such anger about Black women. It's always such anger about Tasha K. I mean, you're not really giving an opinion. You are coming across like it's fact, it's whatever, and you angry. And I just feel like he has get past that. And I feel like that's what keep a lot of people from subscribing. Like me, if Tasha K name is not in the title, I'm not even going over there. And that's just the reality, because it's like, if you going to talk about somebody looking like a monkey and all this, you really talking about Black women as a whole. And not even just Tasha K. If you look at some of the stuff he says about Black women, period, about how they look, their natural hair, things of that nature. To me, it sounds like he's anti-Black women. And I'm a Black woman.
But I don't think, but ma'am, me being honest, I don't think he's anti-Black women. What I think it is his LGBT conversation language and the LGBT, and he ushering into a mainstream. And you may think it's anti, but it's not. That's just how he talks. That's just how he talks. Like Kaya, I don't think she's anti-LGBT. I just think that's just how she have conversations. That's how she roasts and that's how she gag. I don't think he's
honey,
anti.
I'm from the South, honey, and Kaya Shimon, I know that's just how she is. But that other one that you talking about, well, I'm
you see, but you gave Kaya.
Listen, you know the young man. You know the young man, so I have to trust you.
That's what it is. He's not anti. His mom is very beautiful. His stepmom very beautiful. Very beautiful sisters that he have and brothers. I don't believe it. I just believe some of his language is it can be taken as that, but it's not coming from a hateful place. It's coming from a place of that's just how he talk in the gay community. They say the B word. They say fish. They say cunt. That's just how the conversation is.
But they're not calling people monkeys and all. They're not doing that.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
But Jason Lee have done that too. But I just think that he was wrong with the monkey comment, though. He was really wrong with that. But do I think he hates Black women? No. I just think that he messed up with the joke and he was trying to compare her to something and he got backlash. He should have apologized for it and moved on. Just like Tasha K should move on from the whole Jaguar Wright situation.
You see, she did, Donna. You see, she did.
Yeah, it's like when you,
honey, she said, "Hey, I ain't gonna lose subscribers."
But she didn't really move on because Common came out and said that Jaguar Wright is lying, and she was in the neighborhood talk comments talking about Jaguar, you a liar, are you coming out? She was still in there dragging.
She need to cut it. But did you catch tonight when she said that she knew Alicia Keys was on the plane eating hamburgers? Did you catch that?
No.
So at the end of the day, for you to say y'all ain't friends and you don't know Alicia, how you know what Alicia doing and what Alicia eating? Come on now. Come on, I caught it. Come on, she told. But it's cool. But anyway, while I'm gonna let you go, babe, I'm gonna let another caller call in. But I want to tell you, I am a loyal supporter of your show. And listen, I'm gonna be honest, I don't give to nobody, but that little read that you gave, I'm gonna start giving just because you say, because you know what, you're right. Your time is money. And we're paying to be entertained, just like we'd be going to the movies, just like we'd be going out to karaoke, just like we'd be donating to those with higher platforms. You're gonna get there because I believe you got just that much talent, baby. So you keep doing what you're doing, and God bless you. Have a good night.
All right, yeah. You have a good one too. Good night. All right, y'all. The phone lines is open. Y'all see that? See, they're not gonna take this to let them hear this. They just take all the negative stuff. All right. But we love that brother. And he knows that. And he loved me too, I think. 3076, calling you on air. 3076. Hello. 3076. 3076 832. You live on air.
Wiley, what's the damn deal?
Hey. Doing good.
What's up? This Bread Man at the Angles Black Man podcast. This Bread Man at the Angles Black Man podcast. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. Go ahead. What's on your mind?
You look like you turned up, man. I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about that Lil Wayne. I see you got that in the title. So I wanted to touch on that first. Lil Wayne endorsing Donald Trump. First of all, what did you think about that?
I already said what I thought about it. I think it's trash. I think it's about a black rich man is supporting a white rich man because it's personal interest versus the interest of his people.
Okay. Well, Charlemagne the God came out and lightweight endorsed Donald Trump as well. He said that Donald Trump is talking to young black males, not young black male voters. Now, I'm a young black male voter, and you're a young black male voter. I don't feel like Donald Trump is talking to me, but this is what Charlemagne said. Now, as far as Lil Wayne, we have to remember, right, that Lil Wayne is documented. That Lil Wayne, a white policeman, as much as gangster, rap that he tried to spit, as much as, as fire as his bars and as hard as his bars is, you know what I'm saying, about what he'll do to you and how much work he done sold. It's documented, and he done talked about it in the documentary, how a white policeman saved his life. He accidentally shot himself, right? And a white policeman came to his aid as he was bleeding out to death on the project hallway floor. This is a fact. So you fast forward about 20, 25 years later, and here he is sitting up under Donald Trump like that's his daddy. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta be able to connect the dots. That shit is deeper than people think, right? A lot of people want to say, oh, he's selling out, he a coon, he this, he that. It's deeper. Like this, a white policeman literally saved his life. You understand what I'm saying? But then also when you look at Lil Wayne, we have to be realistic about who we're looking to and why is this news? Why is it news that Lil Wayne is endorsing Donald Trump? That's lightweight racist. That's a racist headline because Wiley, why should you give a fuck about Lil Wayne endorsing Donald Trump? He hasn't put in any major work in for the black community. He hasn't put in the only song or the only thing I think about as far as Lil Wayne, I think about Katrina. The song that he put out as far as Katrina. That's the most work that he's put in or the most anything that he's done for the black community.
Right, so because again, and what I don't like is that they get these black celebrities to try to speak for black people. But when are you going to look at white celebrities? You don't see white celebrities on Fox speaking up for white people. It's coming with it. Black people are waking up. We're no longer the type of people that if a rapper endorsed something, we're going to follow it. No, it didn't work with Kanye West, and it's not going to work with Lil Wayne. It's a little too late for that. But what black folks already got their mind made up, and they're voting for Joe Biden. Older black folks in South Carolina that voted for their first ushered in, they said, "Look, we're voting for Joe Biden because Joe Biden got a chance to win in 2020." So they're not. This Lil Wayne, this ain't nothing but a little sideshow, diamond and silk distraction, but it's not gonna work because it's a little too late for that.
Man, I appreciate you speaking on that, and especially saying that. Black people are waking up. You understand what I'm saying? And that leads me to the second thing I want to touch on, and I'm gonna let you go. People like yourself, like black media. You understand what I'm saying? And I want to touch on the LGBT community too, because I heard you kind of talking about an issue with Tasha K and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to tie this all together. The reason that people are waking up, black voters, you know what I'm saying? The reason that you can't hear this with the Uthawap saying, "Oh, look at Lil Wayne, he endorsed Donald Trump." That shit might have worked about 10, maybe 5 years ago. You see what I'm saying? The reason that the people are waking up is because of platforms like yourself. We don't have to look to mainstream media anymore and depend on mainstream media to get our news or to get our information. So it's important for Black platforms like yourself. And so what I want to speak on, sometimes what I see is I see a lot of disruption. I see a lot of whether it be Black LBGT, you know what I'm saying, or just Black platforms, they going at each other, i.e. Tasha K and, you know, other people that y'all talking about. I just want to say, I think we need to get past this because I think it's slowing our roll. We're actually getting traction with platforms like this, even smaller platforms. You know what I'm saying? Everybody counts, but we lose time and we lose power when people like y'all are beefing with each other and going against each other. You don't see CNN speaking on Fox. You don't see, they don't spend time doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because they keeping their eye on the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to speak on that as a Black man.
All right.
I think it's important for everybody's voice to be heard, man.
All right. Thank you so much, Black man. Thank you.
Hey, man, y'all tune in to the Angry Black Man podcast. Subscribe to Breadman TV, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Breadman TV.
Thank you.
Hold it down.
All right now. Y'all grateful the Wiley Show. Other show that have been cuss you out. You come on there and promote your stuff. Over here, if you call in, shoot your shot. Anonymous, you live on air.
Me and D1 is going to beat you, Wiley, okay? I do support you.
No,
and you know who this is.
I understand that. You support me. Okay. Yes.
Oh, stop. I don't support you either. Talk about nobody, I don't get you no money. I be supporting you behind the scenes, so don't even go there.
Wow, well, it wasn't addressed to you.
Because I told you, if you ever made it big, you owe me, okay? Don't you leave me behind. Me and my sisters, you better not leave us behind. Yeah, I was going to call in to check you for saying something like that out your mouth. But this is what I had to say.
Go ahead.
Lil Wayne, and, you know, all these new upcoming rap artists and everything coming out to support Trump, I feel like is an embarrassment because at the end of the day was where lower class and middle class people were one day before you made it big. So saving money into taxes and doing all that, that's important. I really honestly think Donald Trump is going to focus on helping African Americans and minorities. Absolutely not. He's playing. I also wanted to talk about Tasha K and Jaguar situation. I think Tasha K fell back from that situation because of the that it is now. I'm not saying that Jaguar was never like sexually abused or whatever. I can't never say that, you know, a victim is a victim. But what I did feel like is when she mentioned Common, her story changed. And when she went on Storm interview, she said, I never said he raped me. I never said he did anything to me. You know, I just got up and left. He did what he did and I got up and left. So I found some kind of inconsistencies with her story. And I feel like Tasha K, like, she met her match. So she like, you know what? She tore Tasha K up in that interview. I've been working, so I ain't been able to call in. I've just been watching the replays and stuff like that. And then also, I wanted to ask you, why is people trying to put Storm and Tasha against each other? Before you answer that, also, too, this will show people that you have moved past everything that Armon did to you. You forgave him. And that's big of you. Y'all forgave each other. That's big of you. And whatever, and I'm sure your paths are going to cross one day. But I'm glad that you were able to stand on your platform today and say, you know what? I'm proud of you, brother. There's no malice. There's no hate. There's nothing. Congratulations. And maybe that will teach other people that you need to sometimes be the bigger person. Let it go.
And to spread that, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't send the positive vibes. They send the negative vibe because it's more entertaining. But we sent that today because I felt that on my heart. Even yesterday, when I got the news that he reached 100,000, I said that's a great message to put out because he deserved it. You put the work in.
Yes, and then you are absolutely right. People in the LGBTQIA, lifestyle. My brother is in that lifestyle, and he calls every girl a bitch, And it's not saying that my mom's skin is not dark. It's not saying that. Y'all have a different lingo, and I feel like the more feminine the man is, the more they disrespect, like, I guess y'all call us cisgender women. So it's because y'all feel like y'all can relate to us more. And it took me a while to understand that your lingo is different. But I think a lot of times that y'all don't know when I tell my brother, I don't think he understands when is appropriate and when it's not appropriate to use, because everybody don't know the lingo. So everybody's not going to accept you for talking about a woman this way.
Right. And I just think that in Armon Wiggins' case, people are getting used to his language. They get used to that swag. I'm like, okay, it ain't coming off from a play. At first, I was kind of upset, but I understand this is coming from a comedic
but
place.
He had no right calling OG a monkey. Yeah. Now, that, I don't know why he called them monkey, but if it wasn't him, he's not the only one that said negative things about her. Right. But I guess because he was on a public platform and he said it out his mouth and he is a gay man, I just felt like, it's a time and a place to say everything. And everything how you feel don't need to be said, because even Jason Lee has said some nasty things about OG. So,
all right. Thank you so much for calling.
I'm leaving. I'm getting off the phone, and I will continue to watch and support you. And my daughter did leave you a voice note.
Yeah, I did. I just checked it out today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you. And shout out to y'all that had super chatted today. Thank y'all for so much. Every once in a while, I got to push y'all to shake the purse strings. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Wiley. How you doing? I'm happy to see you feeling better.
I'm feeling much better. Little snuffles.
Yes, I see. Okay, yes, I just wanted to say something. I'm not going to hold you up because, wow, I mean, she was dragging just now. I'm like, would you help me get off the phone? I don't care if she hear me because I'm like, God. Anyway, Armon Wiggins, he does disrespect a lot of women. As he goes, I feel like a lot of gay guys, I feel this way. This is just my opinion from what I've seen for myself. I feel like they disrespect a lot of black women because they want to become a woman, or women period, because they want to be a woman. A lot of them do think and feel that way. They try to hide it amongst us, but some of us see through it, and what they be doing. So Armon, they try to turn, straight men against real women. A lot of gay guys do that. I done seen it happen. I done witnessed it. And for as Tasha K goes, Tasha K is the FBI. I don't know if nobody knows. I got proof for that, but I don't want to send it to you because I don't want you having my Gmail, because of the simple fact she might, be able to dig and find out who sent you what information. But I got proof on that. I mean, I really do. No capping. I got that shit. I got proof on Tasha K. And like I said, with Armon thing, you know, Armon, he need to chill out some because he's doing good with his show, but just as show as you up, you can fall down real quick. You know, because them women gonna get tired of that. Because I know a lot of them that already unsubscribed from him, you know, as it is. But the one guy that called in, and he was talking about Lil Wayne and saying that Lil Wayne, a white guy saved his life. What the hell that got to do with the presidency? I don't understand that. What the hell that got to do with somebody becoming a president? Now I had to disagree with him on that. That sounded so stupid, didn't it? You know, oh, white man saved his life, and then he kept saying it over and over again. Now I'm going to say this, and I'm going to hang up. For Lil Wayne they doing that because they trying to not pay taxes. You know, Biden talking about going up on the rich people taxes. But see, all that is greed. All that is greed. They money hungry. They don't care. They see $1 and they rather cross out their own black people for the next dollar. Ice Cube, Lil Wayne, all of them in the same boat. You know, 50 Cent, all of them. But that's all I wanted to say. I'm not going to hold you up because old Dragger, I'm glad she got off the phone.
All right. Thank you so very much. Okay.
Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
But I want to ask you this. I don't think some gay man job are trying to mess up straight men. I don't believe that. What I do believe, and if you are a fan of someone that is happen to be gay, and they come with their own language, just like straight people come with their own language, their own style, and that style is not for everybody. And if you're not with it, don't be with it. But I can guarantee you 100,000 plus people in counting are loving the style that Armon Wiggins presents, and you got to give brother his respect, give him his credit, because he does a great job when it comes to entertaining. He's always very entertaining. 8776 caller, you're on the air.
Hello, Mr. Wiley. How are you?
All right.
All right. Now, I'm a Trump supporter. So I'm just going to get that right out the way. I'm blackity black from the hood. Okay? So let's not just say all black people are going for Biden, because some of us remember that he wrote that crime bill. Some of us remember when he set up in Congress and opened Congress and called us a bunch of NIGGER. So let's not just discredit everybody for saying that they want to go with Trump, because some people remember, just like some people remember with Hillary, some people remember Haiti, not one House bill, some people remember Libya, some people remember a lot of things.
But do you remember when Trump called for the Central Park Five, the death penalty, when he took out that ad? What's your thoughts on that? He still didn't apologize for that.
Because let me tell you something. With the Central Park Five, it was the prosecutors, it was the police, and it was the mayor, and it was everybody else together, and they put this case together, and it was believable. It was so believable that they were sent to jail.
They were all innocent, but he still haven't apologized.
Well, if he ain't apologized, he ain't gonna apologize.
But why are you calling out Joe Biden when Trump have called for 5 innocent black men to have the death penalty, and they are innocent? They're exonerated. He still didn't apologize.
I hear you about the 5 innocent young men whose lives were stolen from them. Correct. And he should apologize. But what about the thousands upon thousands of young men whose lives were robbed from them because of that crime bill? That crime bill was supposed to go after people like Steve Harvey, current wife, 2 ex-husbands. But guess what? Obama pardoned them, so they out. But see, that crime bill didn't go after those people. Them crime bills went after these young boys out here. And they surely did. And the crime that you see now is a crime from generations, 2 generations raised without parents. You understand what I'm saying? They criminalized crack cocaine use, even though the government put it in here, instead of getting help. So it's a lot of things why people are not going with the Democrats. right now.
Well, Trump is
I
losing,
voted
ma'am, in all the
Democrat all my
polls.
life.
In all the polls, Trump is actually losing in all of the polls. He's losing. So obviously,
Well, that's okay. That's okay. My whole thing is I'm a disabled veteran. I work full time for the government. I own my own house. I raised the children. They all college educated. I did everything that's supposed to be done on paper. But still, if he wins or loses, it's okay. At the beginning of the day, I'm an American first. So whoever's president, I'm going to follow behind. But that being said, you can't tell me from the door because I'm black, I should go against Trump because he didn't apologize to these 5 men that a jury and a prosecutor and all these other things convicted. Whereas you got thousands of young men whose lives are torn apart, whose families were torn apart, still sitting in jail for some weed, and in most states it's legal now. Hey, I live in New Jersey. On the ballot is to make weed legal. That's on the ballot right now. Yet it's still somebody sitting in jail over 3 strikes because they had a dime bag. A dime is only a $10 bag. You understand what I'm saying? So
I hear you.
You can't.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for calling in. Thank you.
No. Okay, brother, it's your platform, but I'm just saying you just can't jump on that bandwagon and say people are doing this because they want taxes done. Some people study. Some people just don't follow the popular opinion. Some people sit down and really think about this. It hurts me that we don't have a good candidate on either side. It hurts me. It hurts me that this country is so divided between the candidates. It hurts me.
All right. Well, thank you so much for expressing how you feel. Thank you for your vote, for voting. Whoever you vote for, you at least voted. So that's a good thing.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. And let's go to the phone lines. 2896, caller, you're there.
I can't stand these damn callers.
My callers are lit.
Sounded like he had a pack of Newport and tucked under the fat in her neck, talking about some gay men do something. I don't know. It's talking about Tasha worked for the FBI. Like, she needs to find something to do. Like, really save. Like, I am really in fear for her life. Like, she needs to worry about her health. Really, she can't even. That's all I want to say, Wiley. That really disturbs me.
Okay. Bye-bye. Well, these calls, they're calling in. They love it. They love the Wiley Show. And guess what? We love them too. Okay? We love them too. What's up, YouTube? On election night, we're going to cover the election. Whether you're a Republican or whether you're a Democrat, this is a history-making night. Somebody, whether you're Donald Trump or Joe Biden, will be the next president. But I'm going to give my perspective on the election. So join me and Blue Skies as we talk about the election. Go out and vote, because on November 3rd, it will be history that's going to be made. All right. So we're looking forward to that. I want to see y'all in the building. Let's go to the phone lines. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello,
hey.
Wally.
Hey.
Hi, how you doing? I'm new to your show. I just wanted to say that the girl that just called in and she was talking about something about presidential, whatever however you pronounce this stuff, but she calling me and talking about she has a college education and all this other different stuff. What does that have to do with anything about becoming a president. I mean, she calling in to feed you her whole life story. You know, it doesn't have anything to do with if she's a rocket raccoon. That's just how I feel. I mean, because you got to be a rocket raccoon. I mean, can't they see that Trump is a white supremacist?
Come on.
I mean, how blind can a person be? He's a white supremacist, and she talking about Biden saying bad things towards black people with the N-word. Trump did say it worse than that. Cheeto guy did say it way worse than that. Way worse than that. Trump mouth is no better than Biden's. What Biden said or done. I'd rather put a rock in office before I put Trump back in office. You understand? Before I see him back in office. There is no way. I mean, so I don't understand. She called me talking about her education, about she's been in the military. Girl, don't nobody care nothing about that. Go on with that. You just a rocket raccoon. And that's all I wanted to say, Wally.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
You welcome.
All right. I believe that was a beautiful black woman. Not first and foremost. Okay. 8018, calling on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, I'm going to say this real quick. You know how I feel about that crime bill thing? I am not a Trump supporter, never will be. I just got into it with someone at the dealership on her trying to convince me, a black woman, why I should vote for Trump. And it got ugly in the car dealership. So it is very serious out here. But let's go back to this crime bill, since people want to keep pulling Biden up and Kamala Harris and all these other people. If that crime bill did not exist, a lot of our people wouldn't be alive today. During the 90s, I don't know what it is that people are not understanding. That is during the height of the crack epidemic. It was at the height. Crack, heroin has always been out, and it's still out to this day, and it's more so amongst Caucasian kids. But crack was taking our people out left and right. And I don't think that people understand that. You're talking about there are so many kingpins that were out here killing their own people over money, over crack. And they're still trying to keep throwing this crime bill up because you don't want to vote for Biden. I understand that, people feel that there are, the choices aren't that great. But I'll be damned if I'm going to sit up here and vote for this straight up racist who couldn't. Look at how long it took him to denounce the Proud Boys. And if you don't know who the Proud Boys are, who they are, look them up. And lastly, they did an interview. And do you know, amongst the Proud Boys, they had a black man speaking, a token. They steal some black people hating white supremacists. So when you vote for Trump, you voting the Aryan Nation in, the KKK, now the Proud Boys. When you're out here preaching to us to change our vote, you think about all of that. That's all I have to say, Wiley. And the chat is into it. I love it. This is awesome. Love it.
All right, thank you.
And congratulations on that 14K.
Well, thank you. Bye-bye. All right, the callers are calling in. 9867.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hello, good evening, everybody. So, hello, Wiley. So, when it comes to, again, this whole voting for Biden or voting for Trump, we must consider, of course, we don't have the best pick, but Biden is the best way to go. Trump had 4 years to get it together. We gave him a chance. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship and you about to leave your man or whoever, and they trying to change last minute. Like, what happened to all the times where we were together and you promised this? When Trump was running against Hillary Clinton in 2016, did anyone thought that Trump would win? I sure didn't. The world didn't. We underestimated him. His own party underestimated him. Okay? Because what Trump did is that what you see is what you get. He never changed his foolishness. Okay, and it's kind of like there's no way a reality star, a businessman, is gonna win against Hillary Clinton. When this time I was in India, I was like, there's no way he's gonna win this. Like, I mean, and I think that's where we went wrong. We underestimated how racist America is. America was tired of Obama running for 8 years. Although he is biracial, white people couldn't stand that a black man was in office or a biracial was in office. He didn't get as many things he liked to get passed because we didn't. It depends on, it's a Congress, right? You got the House, you got the Senate. And of course, there's a lot of people like Mitch McConnell, who's Republican, who was blocking a lot of bills. Okay? Now that Trump is in office, Trump is all about rich people. If you're not part of the 1%, you should never even consider Trump. He doesn't like you. He doesn't. You broke. You add nothing to him. But he will use you as a patsy to get where he needs to go. What Trump did is make racist more acceptable. Before, we were very politically correct, right? People had to hide their racism. But what Trump was able to do is that you remember his semantics, right? I remember build a wall. I remember make America great again. Hillary, I know nothing except for she got hot sauce in her bag, swag, trying to be down, and in her email. Okay? Now that Trump is rerunning, he had led this country to the ground. And I know I called the other time about the Scottish, the Supreme Court justice. This is bigger than the election of a president of the United States. He already nominated that inexperienced, okay, Caucasian woman who has nothing at all. It's kind of like whatever job or future you have, come as you are. You don't need these experiences. Because clearly Amy, the new Supreme Court justice, with a sixth now the conservative Supreme Court justice, and mind you, these justices are there for life. Like, look how long Uncle Tom Clarence been on. Our rights are being stripped. This is not about your own personal interest, but it's more so the collective of the America moving forward. Okay, now it may seem good because Trump knows how to gaslight people, but he's garbage. Now, yes, Biden did have some type of with the crime bill, and as the previous caller mentioned, if you weren't alive during the crack epidemic, you won't know how severe it was. They didn't expect it to be so. They didn't expect the mass incarceration that they didn't predict what would have happened, because it was voted in by a lot of people. Okay, like, of course, a lot of African American communities wanted it during that time, especially if you lived in like a high crime rate in the past. So I just want to make people know, like, yes, the general election is important, but don't forget your local elections officials either. Okay, keep them accountable, because those are the people who are going to make the change in your community. I pray for everyone on Tuesday, because either or Black lives are at risk. If Trump doesn't win, Proud Boys are going to use the excuse to kill us, as well as the police officers, the KKK. They up and ready. If we do lose, again, Black people are not going to be considered. Like, we're never considered. But I'd rather have someone who can make a change than have someone who's blatantly racist. And all these rappers, all these degenerates, do not listen to them, because they're not like us. They're not broke, but they're not like, they're living with a different tax bracket. So they're all about their economic interest. That's all I have to say, Wiley.
All right, thank you.
So I look forward to following you on Tuesday after election.
Thank you.
And see what happens. I won't be surprised if Trump wins again.
All right.
I would not be surprised.
Thank you for calling in.
All right. You're welcome. Bye, everybody.
2800.
Hi, Wiley.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I just want to say the Black community sounds so stupid right now. What Killer Mike say? We arguing over who is the best master. At the end of the day, Trump is racist. Biden is racist. No matter who wins this election, Black people are still going to be at the bottom. What we need to do as a community, instead of arguing over who the best master is, we need to stick together. We need to make the dollar count in our community. You know, a dollar only lasts for 6 hours in a Black community. So it's mind-boggling. Every time I'm on Facebook, I'm in the store, I have Black people arguing over, oh, Trump better, oh, Biden better. Both of them motherfuckers, oh, can we curse? I'm sorry. Both of them don't care about us. And it's sad. Like, so, and it don't matter who you vote for. Anybody can vote for whoever they want to. That's nobody's business. But at the end of the day, no matter who wins, the black community still ain't going to get nothing. So stop fighting with each other over who the best master is, and let's get together and keep our money in our community.
All right.
That's it, Wow.
Thank you for calling in. Okay. Let's go to this 8776.
Yeah, hi, Wally. I'm back. I'm just calling because I think I was very respectful to you. And for your caller to call in and call me out my name, I don't think that was right. I was just making a point that I try to do everything right. And like your last caller just stated, I wish we had better candidates. But what we're dealing with now, I have to go on my feelings. And as far as the crack epidemic, living through it, I lived through it, baby. I lived through it. I'm still suffering from some of the fallout. I am putting my community back together. You understand me? So for somebody to say, well, I'm being fooled, I'm being this, I'm being that. No, I'm looking for the best. Sometimes, you know, you got to choose which devil you want to deal with. And that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm not sitting up here just blankly saying, oh, I want to do for Trump because Biden did this and Biden did that. No, I'm going by his whole history and the things that went on internationally. All right? So that's where I'm going. And I'm going with the person that we're most likely going to get something out of. We're not getting nothing out of Biden because they are career politicians. They already know the game. They know how to give you the lollipop and stab you in the back. And I feel very insulted by that caller, but I'm just gonna let it go. I'm not gonna call back no more. I'm just gonna let people do what they want to do. But
all right,
everybody has to.
Thank you. All right, that caller called back in, and 1933.
All right.
Yes,
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Let me turn my. Okay. I'm Crystal. Peace to you, Mr. Wiley, and to the chat as well. I've been listening to you a few times and stuff. I appreciate your podcast. Okay. Whew. I feel like I'm talking to somebody famous, babe. Anyway. I'm Crystal. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. Born and raised here, where Mr. Biden represents. I've been taking care of old people over 20 years. Okay? I love taking care of them. The one thing I must say, I'm sorry to admit to the folks out there, but in the old folks building, you know when an old person needs help. You know when it's time for an old person to sit down. And I'm sorry to say, Biden needs to sit down. He needs to go to the nursing home with me, and we keep him comfortable for the remaining of his life. Now, I've been here to watch Delaware itself rise for the folks with money and go down for the folks that don't have nothing. Now, I also understand, I want to break down the Proud Boys for the lady that did talk previously. The Proud Boys are guys that believe in being an American, whether it's black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever. That's what the Proud Boys are. I understand there's some discrepancy there, but when you do your history and you research, you find out that the Democrats actually started the KKK and stuff like that. I used to wonder why we used to be hosed down and the only thing we're doing is marching back then. And here, this was to present fear, the hanging, all that stuff. It was to present fear. When politics first started, us black people were Republicans. And that takes, you got to go do your research and read through the history books and stop believing what the TV is telling, and go a little further and investigate what the TV is telling you. And you'll be surprised what you find. I was shocked. I cried when I realized what I was taught was not what it is. And another thing, being here in Delaware, I watch a lot of our black men go down for the pedophile stuff, whether it's messing with a girl who lied to them about their age, or obviously doing something, doing some things that wasn't as bad as you hear. Again, when it's mutual, but then come to find out the girls is either too young, and I watched one of a friend of a family go down and get like 100 years for a pedophile situation that he had nothing to do with. There was never no proof of it. But then you watch these men, women with money do this pedophile stuff, and they actually get off. That bugs me to death. Now, I don't know about if the chat is paying attention, but Biden's son, his laptop was released.
But
and there's pictures on that laptop
that to me that wasn't very
verified
because that have not been verified. Even Fox News haven't verified that. Even CNN have not verified that. None of that. So
I understand.
None of that.
Okay, if it hasn't
haven't been verified, that's even his laptop, man. So we're gonna come up with the conspiracies.
Okay, even if it hasn't been verified, the chat needs to go research and see it for themselves.
Okay, thank you, man.
Because there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more going on with Biden than we really want to understand.
Right.
As far as the crack epidemic, we all know the drugs came to here. We didn't go over there and get the drugs. They came over here. That was infiltrated in to get to destroy us as black folks. So that I understand with the crime bill and crime was up and all that back then, of course, because you had people obviously getting high, needing their fix and doing whatever it was they needed to do to get it. But then where did it come from? Nobody can hold them accountable for bringing it over here. Even in Chicago with the murders, how bags of guns will be found in the alleyways. That's not conspiracy. That's fact. Like, it's a lot of this stuff is designed. And I'll tell you one thing, us as black folks, if we don't understand who we are and where we originally come from, we'll never know the power we do have.
All right. Thank you so very much. I'm going to go to the next caller. Thank you.
Literally.
All right. Thank you, caller.
Thank you, Wiley. Thank you for listening.
All right. Thank you. We got a lot of callers. Y'all just being out here just talking. 8098.
Hello.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Hi. I just want to say this. Pretty much I think at this point everyone's mind is made up on whether they're going to vote for Trump or Biden. I just think that the important thing is that, put it like this.
Are you still there? Okay. Think she hung up. 9867.
Yes, hi, Riley. I had to call back in to that to respond to the caller who had called back in regards to the crack epidemic. I think she and the lady who called, who spoke about the Democrats and Republican and stuff like that, I feel like they both are smoking crack together. And they smoking crack between Trump.
Let's talk about the subject.
Yes. So, yes, the subject. So, in regards to what they mentioned on dealing with Black people and how Black people were Republicans and stuff like that, we must be reminded that when when the Declaration of Independence were written, we were never considered anything. We were property since then, right? And then, of course, when civil rights happened in the 60s, white feminist movement came in, and of course, always still out shining. To this day, white women mostly benefit from affirmative action, not mostly us. Your callers who are supporting Trump, they're supporting someone who's a bigot. They're supporting people who's literally a modern day Hitler. I don't know what brainwashing they're part of. I don't know what Get Out episode they're part of. But the lady who mentioned that that Biden needs to be in a nursing home, most nursing homes to this day, a lot of residents passed away because of COVID due to the imbecile Trump that's running the office. And I believe Trump definitely needs to be in a nursing home. Okay, I have loved ones who are in a nursing home. It's horrible, especially now during COVID, because the president hid. Okay, we saw it affecting China since November, and he was just lackadaisical, like nothing is going on. You know why? Because they have money. They don't care about us. To this day, the stimulus passed. Okay, around April. Have anyone received stimulus since then? What's going on with the American people? There are people who are suffering. There are people who are homeless. There are people who have no jobs, and they refuse to pass another bill. Okay? Yes, they gave people the $800, or $600 a week, depending on what it costs. But Trump is selfish. Yes, but we can admit that none of those candidates are the best. Yes, we know that. But I'd rather have a candidate that really wants to see change than a tyrant that's running down the country. I cannot deal with 4 more years of Trump. Okay? He's like a little kid who gets angry, who's incompetent, who's running this. And they getting gaslight by a bigot and a racist and think he's for Black Americans. He's not. He's using you as a patsy. Your callers that are calling in, I know everyone has the right to vote, but it's sad because they're not seeing it on a long-term thing. They think, Trump did more for Black people than ever. Trump was using everything that Obama and Biden have implemented. Let's be clear. When Obama came into presidency, he just got it from George Bush, right? Didn't we not have 9/11 and it was in a catastrophe with the recession? Took 4 years to recuperate. And of course, we didn't have both the Senate and the House as Democrats. And they don't like that a Black man was president for additional 4 years. Now we're here. All Trump's cronies are running the House. Okay? Of course, we don't have a lot of power the way we need to. And they have the audacity to sit there and say Trump has done more for Black folks than ever. It's like, what are y'all reading? Fox News? That's the part. Y'all reading Fox News.
All right, thank you. We're going to the next caller. All right. We got a lot of callers. Okay, try to keep it short and sweet, people, because it's a lot of y'all. I didn't think y'all were going. Y'all must really miss me. Okay. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay. Hey, Wiley. So let me just, I'm just going to be really quick. The caller who called in and called Black people ignorant, saying they don't do their research. Well, obviously she didn't do her research, because she is correct. The Democrat Party did start the KKK. But she didn't do her research, and she was talking about the television talks to her. I don't know what television talks to you, but she didn't do her research, and knowing that the Democrats and the Republicans switched party ideals in the 60s when the Democrats signed the Civil Rights Act and the Republicans were against the Civil Rights Act. The Republicans wanted to keep us in Jim Crow. And also, she talked about Joe Biden's son being a pedophile. Well, did she not read the affidavits where clearly Trump was visiting Epstein Island, messing with these young girls and stuff like that? Did she not read that? And let me talk about this crime bill, because not only did Joe Biden sign a crime bill, not only did Republicans sign a crime bill, of course, Democrats signed a crime bill, and socialists signed the crime bills. Bernie Sanders signed the crime bill. So if we're going to be mad at Joe Biden, we still have to swing that anger towards all the Republicans and people like Bernie Sanders who signed the crime bill. And also, let's talk about something that irks my nerves, is whenever Black people, a lot of Black people do this, and Republicans do this, we say, well, what has Trump done for Black people? The first thing they say, oh, criminal reform, prison reform. And that itself, and it irks me when I hear white Republicans say that, because that in itself is racist, to think that every Black person needs prison reform. Because I've never been to prison. I don't plan on going to prison. I don't know anybody who has been in prison. But that pisses me off when people like Van Jones and these white Republicans get on television and say, hey, we're doing prison reform for the black people. That pisses me off because I don't plan on going to prison, and all black people are not in prison. Prison is not filled up with just black people. And finally, before I go, I like to say, of course, we are in choosing between the lesser of two evils. And people love to say that Joe Biden is racist. Okay, he said stuff in the 70s. I'm not worried about what he did in the 70s or the 90s. I'm worrying about what he's doing today, just like I'm worrying about what racist, pedophilic Trump is doing today. And second of all, we all know that Joe Biden is not going to be president. Kamala Harris will be the president. We all know that as soon as Joe Biden is elected, Kamala Harris is going out over office. It's not going to be Joe Biden's presidency. It's going to be Kamala Harris' presidency.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right. We got a lot of callers. We're going to try to get through everybody. Okay. All right. All right. So if you already called in, let some people that did not call in speak up. All right. 1091.
That's me. Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, my goodness. First of all, we are definitely picking between the two lesser evils. And, Biden, he did a couple of things that ticked me off or rubbed me the wrong way, too. First of all, he said that, if we don't vote for him, we ain't black. I've been black all my life. It's stupid. They think we stupid. And plus, I want to say one more thing about Biden. He was a good friend of this man named Robert Byrd. Robert Byrd was a senator of West Virginia for 51 years. But in the early 1940s, he recruited for the KKK. But him and Biden was tight. Biden did the eulogy for Mr. Byrd.
Yes, he did.
I ain't trying. Look, I'm not no Republican, but let's be honest. So, and I don't get, Trump want to sit down with Lil Wayne. That's a joke. That ain't nothing but trickery. That ain't nothing but trickery. You didn't even want to sit down with Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes. You don't want to sit down with Dr. Fauci, but you want to sit down with somebody with Lil in front of their name. Come on now, that ain't nothing but trickery. We're not gonna fall for that.
I heard that.
Huh?
I heard that. Thank you, caller.
I appreciate you, Wiley. Thanks.
All right now. Okay, we got time for two more callers, and that's it. We're done. We ain't gonna be able to get through everybody. It's just too many of y'all tonight. 8098.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. But what I was saying was that no matter who we vote for, the important thing is to hold these people accountable. Don't just get them in office and then when they win, just be happy that they won. Actually watch their press conferences and things like that. I know it's boring. I know it's probably hours long, but you can't be illiterate with politics and just be out there blind voting. Right. Before I was a Democrat, yes, I was. But when the whole coronavirus thing, he actually went back and watched the first presidential debate with Trump and Hillary. And believe it or not, he has done just about everything he said he was going to do. The difference is not being covered by the media. Since when have you known a media to go against a powerful, rich white man and call him racist? Only when he does not benefit them and their agenda.
I just think the coronavirus hit. Once I do believe if coronavirus would have never hit, Trump probably was guaranteed to win a re-election because the economy was booming. But once the coronavirus hit and his failure with that, it messed him up. It really messed him up for a re-election.
Though
I really do believe
he did
so.
kind of downplay
a lot of the hospitals.
And to be honest,
are overrun with patients. A lot of these nursing homes lost a lot of people, and it's a lot of people there now saying in certain parts of the country they're running out of PPE. So this is just a failure of Trump presidency. This is a re-election. So he failed when it came to the coronavirus. He keeps saying that it's going away. It's not going away. It's getting worse.
That's what they're telling you.
It actually is getting worse when it comes to the coronavirus. Look at the hospitals.
What happened to pneumonia? What happened to just a regular common cold and cough? Now all of a sudden,
ma'am, if you look at the hospitals, they are overrun with people in these hospitals with the ICU beds. They're overrun. They're running out of gloves. Like this corona is real. It's not fake. Maybe you need to go visit hospitals and see it. Or call these nursing homes and go see how these people can't see their loved ones because of this virus.
No, it's because of the people who are withholding them or stopping them from seeing their people. The virus it's like a 2% death rate.
Man, it's a lot of people.
Those numbers are being manipulated.
We lost
That's
over
what they're telling
200
us.
and some thousand
That's what
people.
They're saying, though.
If you can look at and just go, and even in Illinois, the lady that's over the State Department, over the Health Department in Illinois, she broke down in tears. This virus is real. It's real. It knocked out. You can go to Kojic Church. It knocked out so many of the Kojic bishops in Kojic, and that's why the bishop was like, "Listen, he's so overwhelmed by it. That's why he's not even running for re-election for Bishop Blake over there. He's like, no services in the church because of this coronavirus."
Okay, what about this then? It's China's fault either way. Why isn't anyone mad at China?
It's America's fault for how they fail. I don't care where the virus come from. It is it was because of the failure of America, of the President Trump not listening to Dr. Fauci and to the health experts for saying let's ramp up hold on 1 second, ma'am. Let's ramp up testing. Let's ramp up and get prepared for this because the virus is coming. So they did not do that. They did not listen to the health experts. Ma'am, they did not. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry, ma'am. They did not listen to the health experts. I'm sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, you really got to educate yourself. I worked in the nursing homes. I had friends that actually worked in nursing homes that lost a lot of people. So please educate yourself when it comes to this. Thank you so very much for all the callers that called in. That's it. We're not taking any more callers. If you want to call in next time, make sure you get here early. We may have to implement super chat your way to the top. Maybe we have to implement that in the future, but we are done with the callers.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Because we'll be on here all day, every day. Me and Blue Skies will be covering the election. So if you all do not, we're going to play this commercial and I'll be back with my closing remarks. What's up, YouTube? On election night, we're going to cover the election. Whether you're a Republican or whether you're a Democrat, this is a history-making night. Somebody, whether you're Donald Trump or Joe Biden, will be the next president. But I'm going to give my perspective on the election. So join me and Blue Skies as we talk about the election. Go out and vote, because on November 3rd, it will be history that's going to be made. It was a lot of people that called in. So maybe in the future, we're going to implement it. If you want to be the first one, if you super chat your way up to get on that, because lately we have been getting more callers, and it's been a lot of callers. We get on average now 30 to about 40 callers in queue. And usually before we would get like one or two. It used to be a lot. So maybe we might have to implement that. I don't know. But if you don't want to implement that, then You know what I'm saying? Or I would say this: if you do super wait your way to the top, then you can get on the line, or you would have to wait until we get there because it's been a lot of callers. Like y'all, it's been a lot. And over here, you get people that recall in, you know. But it was a lot of callers tonight. So if you want to get your way to the top, super chat your way to the top. And if you don't, wait a minute. Oh, I don't think you should implement. I have no choice. We got to implement something because it's a lot of people that are calling in. Now, if you don't want to super wait your way to something, you just have to wait patiently because I do allow the caller to get their thoughts across. Because when you do politics, this is a very controversial subject matter, and I thank God that we're getting the callers. So yes, if you want it, you just last force wait your way to the top. It is what it is. Okay, all right. And so that's what we do. This is $1. Say, hey, my last four is such and such such. And if you don't have $1 or $2 or whatever, y'all better be thankful that this is the Wiley Show because over here y'all can. Because I think it's a good policy. I'm gonna go get me some ice cream because I'm really, really hungry. I'm gonna go get me some ice cream. I would definitely gonna have to put a timer on. That's what I'm gonna do because I let the callers just talk. I'm gonna put a timer on. I'm gonna definitely put a timer on. Okay. I would definitely put a timer on. Okay. Get in here. Everybody get in here. Definitely put a timer on the call. We do allow y'all to speak. But now, since the show is growing, we're going to have to do like a minute. You got to put the timer on. And when they do like, ding, 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 you got to go. Ain't no cool while. Let me finish it. And if you know what I'm saying? We do got to put a timer in. Okay. All right. So, so put the time in. But if you super way your way to the top, then, hey, there we go. I think that's fair. If you really got something off your mind, say, hey, Wiley, my last four is such and such and such. Okay. All right. And we're going to put a timer. So it's going to be 60 seconds. Get what you got to say. Because 2 minutes too much because we're getting a lot of callers. D1. Shout out to all of my moderators. Armon Brown 9, Tori Mime, J Real, Nurse Nicole, Blue Skies, Puppy Love, B Scales, Mouth Open, Shantae, Day, TLC and 3 and D1. We get a lot of callers. Okay. We get a lot of callers over here. And I know y'all not gonna like me say super way to your top. It's because we get a lot of callers. And then we get a lot of people that recall in. And then once you call in, I don't want to be like, hang up. No, we have that all the way. If you don't have super chat, you can cash up your last four. There you go. I think that's fair. A lot of y'all not gonna like it because it's a new rule. Y'all not gonna like it. But if we have a show, it's be thick with callers. Y'all will get used to it. They resisted over there at the Miles Wiggins show, and they went on. They do it now. They do it. Okay, we but they do it. They came, they were cussing. What you mean? And we got to sue way out. I ain't doing that. And now they do it with no problem. I watch, folks. I be right over there watching at first. I ain't super way you crazy. You think I'm a super way for me to call in? Nah, they just do it with no problem. You got my last four, but now when y'all do super chat your way to stop, make sure you call in, okay? Okay, make sure you call in. Don't be having to talk about putting it up there and you don't call in so we can bring you on the air, okay? But we do get a lot of callers, okay? And I just think that a rule is going to get a lot more because we're at 14,000 people. Come on, 14,000 people. We just gained another 114.1. We're 900 subscribers away to 15,000. So we're doing it over here. Okay. All right. I really, we are really doing it. And then we got to something over there. And that's why I'm out because you get a lot of callers. It's just different rules. Okay. Sure. Y'all look at it's just different rules that we're doing over here. We're growing. And this show is no longer a show with two people. We got a lot of folks that come over here. All right. Now you should understand why he does on the Armon Wiggins show. Imagine how many calls is coming through. You are growing, so your calls are coming in. Exactly. And that's why he does it. And we don't criticize him over there. Now, we do got some Armon Wiggins moderators that's in the bushes. We do love him. And I want you to tell him that. I do not hate that brother. I'm not jealous of that brother. I love that brother. And I want to put that out there publicly. Even when they do their shows, I know he's on vacation. And tell him I love him and tell him to keep up the good work. At the end of the day, keep up the good work. He's done an amazing things. And I just want that to be known. I was crystal clear. It's no shade. He's an incredible guy. He's very, very talented. And I've been saying that. Okay. And I've been saying that to people. I've been saying that, and you know we're not going to be dragging bloggers like we used to. Okay, I do owe y'all a B sector video. I do owe y'all a B sector video on Patreon. So next, probably tomorrow, we'll do that on Patreon. But I had to say that about my brother. You know, can I go live on StreamYard with you? Yeah, one day. Yeah, Angie. If you want to go live, you talking about now you want to go live when we on StreamYard. One day we can get that. We get that schedule, Angie. Life with Angie. Yes. Because you verified and everything. Okay. They says I can't send him a voice, so I think he had me blocked on Instagram. You want to do it now? Oh my gosh. I was ready to end the live. Let me send her a link. Let me send her a link. She want to go live on here. I don't think you ever did it, Angie. I don't. You support all content creators. Okay, let her come on. Life with Angie want to come on. Okay. All right. So we just had to say that, and let's just her because she want to come on. That was nice. So we had to. All right. And I had to say that. I really had to put that out there in that subject matter. And so I just think that is definitely great. And then we're going to bring this show to a close. Okay, and I'm super excited for Tuesday. I really think that's going to be a great day. I go to work on Monday, so I'm back going to work. New location, place that I wasn't really feeling well, but I'm really excited to get back to work because on my first check, I'm going to buy different cameras, and I want to give me a gaming computer. I got me a gaming laptop. I'm going to give me a gaming computer, give me different monitors. I want to take this show to the road. Okay. All right. So shout out to my Wiggins, support all Black content creators. Don't be a hater in the chat. Yeah, and I support and make sure y'all tell them that I support him. See, but people, what they do, they don't take the positive. They just sit on the positive and they just do the negative. Okay. All right. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
This is, I think, the first time you hopping on doing stuff.
Yes. Okay. So I have been watching you for the last few months, I'll say. Okay. And I've learned from you, of course, from Armon. I've been watching Armon since he was on.
Hello. It's breaking up.
Something like that.
Okay.
What did he used to say? Damn it, I can't think of it. But it was some saying he used to do on Facebook before he got on YouTube. And I just fell in love with him then. And then I noticed when y'all were cool, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I noticed once he got on YouTube, you guys had got into a little falling out or whatever, and I was like, oh my God, this is too much. I like both of them. What is the tea? And then I started watching you because you was covering all the hot topics, and you were very like open, and you just kind of let people do what they want to do, and I really admired that. I was like, okay, this is dope. I like that. You know what I mean? And that it was just dope to me. And I was like, he is so funny, and he is like so relatable. Like I was here for it. And when I found out you lived in Dallas, I'm like, okay, cool. I live in Dallas too. Okay.
You live in Dallas? Oh,
nice. Yes, I live in Dallas. I'm born and raised here, so this is my home. And I know you said you're from Chicago.
Yes.
Which I would love to visit. I've always wanted to go to the Taste of Chicago.
Yes.
I've never been, and I want to go. I have like maybe 2 friends in Chicago, but I always wanted to go. And yeah, so I've been on YouTube since Lord.
Yeah,
a long time.
Do you do YouTube consistently now? Because I want to get
I just started back. I started YouTube in 2009. My channel is basically a beauty channel.
Yes.
So I do makeup and hair and all that stuff. So I'm just now getting into like doing commentary on like reality TV shows and what else I've been doing? Yeah, just pretty much reality TV shows, like giving my commentary on that. But I am not about to do the drama, the YouTube drama. The Tasha K's and the Armon Wiggins dramas. I am not about that life, because what I cannot handle is somebody coming for me. Okay? Because I will bite back, period. So I'm just like, I commend y'all for being able to handle that type of pressure. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot. Like, I'm a mother, I'm a wife. So it's like, I'm scared. You know what I mean? Like, I am legit scared. Like, no, I don't want nobody coming for me like that, because they all be going hard. I'm not with it. But I just want to say congratulations on everything. You are awesome. You are on your way. And I just commend you for everything that you're doing. And I know what was it the other day? I said, when you was manic the other day, I said, oh my God, Wiley must take his medicine, honey, because he is off the chain. Okay. And then somebody commented and got lit with me, like, that's rude. You shouldn't have said that. You don't know what nobody going through. Something like that, somebody said. I was like, first of all, like, listen, I be manic too. So I get it. Like, you know, I suffer with, you know, depression, anxiety, all that kind of stuff. So I understand. That's how I know when you not on your stuff, you be tripping. But you know what? It's entertaining though. Like, honestly, and this may sound bad, but I kind of like when you manic.
I like it. You know.
It'd be so funny. I'm like, oh my God, this is hilarious.
I cannot believe. I think this is the first time you jumped on a live, because you don't really jump on lives.
I don't. I have been on Nick at Night's live before. I've talked to Armon before, like on StreamYard. I've done Nick at Night, but I don't really be jumping on people's lives. I don't really fool with Tasha K at all. I just don't fool with her like that. I mean, she could, like, I respect her, you know, her drive, her all that stuff, but the nastiness, it's just sometimes it's just too much. Like, and that's no shade at all. It just, like, when you consume so much of that, it starts to like be inside of you, and I just don't, you know. And I just wanted to tell you that you don't. And I know you was like, she was saying she wants to mentor you and all this stuff. I seen all that. I be watching in the bushes, okay? So
I think her husband watches the show, and I think her husband want to help me with the technical stuff. I think when she say mentor, it's like defund the police is a very controversial term because she's not gonna be able to control them because it's hard. It's gonna be hard to do that.
No one can control you because you are a boss alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to tell you that yes, grab information from whomever is willing to help you, but don't allow anyone to control you.
Absolutely.
Don't let anybody control something that you have built from the ground up. And like we say in Dallas, we got it out the mud, period. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to just know that you're good by yourself. You are enough.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So have you ever thought about doing a podcast?
I would love to do a podcast.
You should do it.
I would love to, honestly, but I feel like I'm boring. You know,
there's so much you can talk about. Makeup, the beauty. Oh, you said you don't want to get into the beef, so
I don't do the beef. Like the beef thing, I'm just not into that. I have kids. Like I care about the type of things that I put out in front of the world. I care. I think about my kids first. When my kids get grown, would they be proud of this?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, would my husband be cool with this? Like, my husband would not allow me to get on here and act like Tasha K. He would be like, girl, go sit your ass. I'm sorry. Go sit your butt down. Now. You're not doing it. You know?
Oh,
so he just wouldn't allow it. And I don't have nothing against her. I don't know. I just hope that she sees that some of the things that she does and says is just like, you can't take that stuff away. You can't remove the things that you've said and done. Like, I don't know. Cause I empower all women, especially Black women. And I feel like sometimes the stuff that she does is because something deep down inside is hurting her. And so, you know, hurt people. You know, and I just don't want to be a part. And I don't know what they said in the comments because I can't see.
They said they loving you.
They love me.
They love your hair. They thought
get some of this hookah.
They are the moderators on the story you love. All over.
Oh, thank y'all so much. But yeah, like, so I was on YouTube forever and I took a 4-year break. I just came back after I quit YouTube in 2016.
Oh, wow.
And I just came back during the pandemic, March.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gone for like 4 years and I just came back and I lost in those 4 years about 12,000 subscribers.
Why did you leave?
I got pregnant. I got depressed. And I just, first of all, I didn't want to be pregnant. I'm keeping honest with y'all. I didn't want to be pregnant. So I was like, damn, I'm pregnant. And I just disconnected from everything. But yeah, so.
How you doing now?
I'm much better. I'm getting back to me. Some of the people might remember me as Pretty Girl Angie. They used to be my name on YouTube.
Yes.
I just recently changed it about, I don't know, maybe a year ago. So
now you're ready to take over YouTube again.
I don't know if it's taken over, but you know, I'm ready to get back into it and connect with, you know, my people, because a lot of my people say that they miss me or whatever the case.
I'd say get back into the beauty and stuff. Have you ever thought about contacting Jeffree Star and working with him?
Never. I would never work with Jeffree Star. Okay? Ever. Like, he is the messiest queen. Period. He is the messiest queen. He is not for the people, us people.
Yes.
He is for money.
Yeah.
Whatever makes him money, if it means messing with a black boy, that's what he gonna do. Knowing he do not like black boys. He don't like black boys.
Oh, wow.
He do not like black boys.
It seems like you got a singing voice.
I do.
It seems like it. Okay.
I do. I can sing.
Okay.
Don't ask me to sing, but I can sing.
Yeah, I can hear your voice.
Really? Are you serious?
I can hear your voice, yeah.
Wow. Nobody ever said it before, but yeah, like I grew up singing in the choir. First of all, I was born in church. So I really had no choice. It was me, my brother, and my sister. We led all the songs in the children's choir.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was an alto. Hey, where my altos at? Boom.
Yes.
What's up? But yeah, I can sing though. Wiley, you can sing too.
Yes, yeah, I can do a little.
Do a little duo. What's up?
They're saying in the comments, they say, "Oh my God, sing a song, sing."
Oh my God, like what? See, but what y'all want me to sing?
They're all in the comments talking about sing.
Sing what? Oh my God. See, I be wanting to play a song, but I don't want to get you demonetized. So
yeah.
Okay. See, because I know how all that go. Listen, I already know. So crazy. I just love your laugh. You so crazy.
I love you too. I'm surprised you up this late with the
baby. Listen, my kids in the bed, my husband in the bed, honey. Listen, I am up. I'm up. I don't do nothing. See, cause look, I was working a corporate job or whatever, up until March, and they laid me off because of COVID. And I was like, okay, well, what I'm gonna do? Let me get back on YouTube. You know? So I'm back.
They said,
and I caught up with all the mess. I was like, I could not believe how much mess. When I got back on YouTube, I could not believe how much mess was going on. I think when I got back on YouTube, you was going at it with Jay Wilson, whoever that is, and Bye Babe, and Official King Pack. It was just so much. I was like, dang. And then it was just so much. And then, of course, I'm Armon and Tasha. I watched that whole debacle from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even at an end. They still going at it.
Still going at it. I see you drinking. So what you drinking on?
Well, I was drinking on some Cabernet.
Okay.
And I'm not a wino, first of all. Let's be very clear. I just like wine. That does not mean I am a wino. But I just like to drink wine. It just relaxes me. You know, I'm grown. I'm old as hell, by the way.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is nice. This is nice.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, that was Angie, you guys. I was seeing in the comments that said she's beautiful. They said Wiley stop flirting. I wasn't flirting. Oh my God. They said use the Tasha chances. Okay, they said don't do. It was surprised. That was nice. That was really, really nice. It's just never know. You meet good people in the chat. They said one night Miss Wiley Angie was on Nick channel having a great conversation. They both are networking. Yes, I remember that. Oh yes, I remember. I love me some Nick at night. Woo! Love me some Nick at night, man. Love me some Nick at night. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. Thank y'all so very much. My birthday is November 11th. Okay, I was taking a good break, but I'm back. Okay, November 11th is my birthday. Okay, and I'm looking forward to y'all. November 11th is my birthday. We're gonna have a special broadcast. I want y'all there. I'll be 30 years old. 30 years old, okay? Yes, they said Neek said no. y'all tried it. Y'all tried it in these comments. Yes. All right. See y'all later. All right. I got to go. I'm gonna go get me some ice cream. That was the wrong one. I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. All right, y'all. All right, thank y'all. Shout out to the moderators. Y'all love this. Thank you, Angie, again for blessing us on this show. Thank you.